We're going to be talking about why sex gets boring in marriage. Do you know that sex gets boring in marriage? My name is Okoro Blessing Nkiruka, and I'm popularly known as Blessing CEO, your #1 relationship therapist in Africa. Sex gets so boring in marriage. A lot of couples complain a lot. Do you know why? Expectations. The moment a lot of you get married, your expectation increase from 50 to 125. That title marriage begins to mess up with your head. You stop to try. You stop to put in effort. You now start to sit down and be expecting marriage to work. This thing called marriage is just a static word. Many of you stop to do the things that you love to do. My husband is not supposed to do this, he's a married man. My wife is not supposed to do this, she's a married woman. She's not supposed to dress like this, she's a married man. Married man, married woman. Married man, married. The problem is that title marriage, a lot of you have actually transformed it to magic. The moment you get married, you stop putting in effort and sparking up those things in your relationship, and you expect it to work. This thing called sex is the mind. You have to trigger the mind with your action. What is this action? What you say, what you wear, what you do, where you go, things you surround yourself with. So magic cannot happen in your sex life when you stop doing those things that actually spark up the marriage. You automatically become a routine woman. The only place you are going to is church. 24 hours. My pastor say, my reverend say, my daddy in the Lord say, then say, then say. You no longer dress sexy. You no longer walk with your husband's mind and his brain. The moment you get married, everything automatically becomes a sin and a taboo. You don't want your husband to go out to catch fun anymore. You don't want him to go to club. You don't want him to go and visit his friend. No spark. You just sit down and be expecting magic to happen. It doesn't work that way. Marriage is what you make it to be. I've said it times without number that marriage is like an empty container. It is what you put inside that you take out. Marriage can be very interesting. Sex can be over interesting in marriage if we can infuse the same spark we infuse in relationship. The point is that a lot of you just think that marriage is magic. The moment I get married, magic is supposed to automatically start happening. Holy Spirit is supposed to come down and teach my husband what to do with my body. It is the same thing you do in relationship that you do in marriage. There's no difference. Listen to me. Men are visual beings. What they see. Women are emotional beings. What they hear. It simply means for you to enjoy your sexual life when you're married, you need to focus so much on visuals. What are you wearing? How do you look? Because your husband is a visual being. And as for the man, what are you telling the woman? What's the reassurance you're giving her? What's the reminder? Her brains. That is what makes sex work. That is what makes your spouse wanting and appealing to you. That's what many of you do not do in marriage. It is not the sexuality that die in marriage. It is not the love. It is not the sweetness. It is the fact that you people stop doing the things that you used to do when you were in a relationship because you feel that I'm married. I'm married. I'm married. The title is what is messing up with your sex life. Yes, listen to me. Sex is a skill. It's not just an act. It's a skill you have to keep improving, getting better at, recreating. That is one thing a lot of you fail in marriage. The moment you get married, you refuse to improve that skill called sex. You become static and be expecting magic to happen. My husband is not good in bed. My wife is not good in bed. My wife is just stiff. My husband is just stiff. Why won't they be stiff? When the both of you have imbibed that title and refuse to put in effort. Marriage is just an effort. What you put in is what you take out. So if you want to enjoy sex in your marriage, I think you need to throw that title away and start developing your skills, loving one another, complimenting one another, and becoming better at what you do. I don't know which one is every time. I'm a married man. She's a married woman. In a very simple definition, I'm going to quickly explain to you what sex is. What is sex? Sex is a skill. Sex is what you want to do. Sex is how you choose to express yourself. Sex is a language, depending on how you want to speak it. So when you get married, the reason why sex becomes so boring is because you stop to speak your language. You stop being skillful. You stop being creative. You stop being sweet. Remember, you stopped it. Nobody stopped you. So if you want to improve your marital sex life, you need to be skillful. You need to be expressive. And that's the reason why, as a relationship counselor, we keep saying, marry your friend. When you marry your friend, expression will be easy, communication will be easy, and sex will be mind-blowing and fun. I love you guys. Have a wonderful day.